Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I'm up at the storage yard today. I've got a couple of little jobs I want to do. One is that I need to replace the gasket on the actual Caravan, which goes around the awning rails, but also across the front of the gutter. Now, we had a problem when we was away in Burford that started to come out, and I suppose over the years it's shrunk back and it's too small to actually sit inside its actual groove now. So I need to do that, but I've also got another little job that I want to do, and that is I want to put a permanent hanger for coats. We've been looking at different places to put it, but I think the best place it's going to be is actually in the toilet on the wall. So it'll only be used as and when we need to in the summer, because in the winter time what we do is, if we're on site and we've got toilets and showers in the shower block, then what we do is we have a coat rack which I make up. It's very lightweight. What I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description down below. I think it was less than £20. It is really ultra lightweight, and it just comes in two parts. You have to make it up yourself, so there is that. But it is a great little coat rack, or it just sits in a tray and does the job that it's supposed to do. So that is brilliant. We use that in the winter time. In the summertime, we don't necessarily use it because we don't take any coats. But if we do take any coats, it's normally, ones like this, just, body warmers, or my other one I've got like this, which has got arms to it. So, they're the only coats we really carry. So if I do take a coat, or Sarah takes a coat, then we've got the one in the bathroom that we can use. We don't really use our toilet. We only use it at night time if either one of us get caught short in the night. But anyway, yes, that's what we do. So anyway, let's have a look at taking this gasket out, and more importantly, have a look where we're going to put this coat hanger. So the idea is, like I said earlier on, is that we can use that sorry, I just got to wipe my feet. We can use that on the inside of the toilet. Now, we have got stuff in here. Unfortunately, we've got a lot to sort out. We've been bringing stuff up here because we're going away for Christmas. So anyway, let me show you this wall where I want to put it. Where I'm thinking about putting the coat rail. It is single skin. It obviously the screws will protrude through here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure up, just make sure that we can actually use it on this wall, and that it's obviously, there's enough room here. But more importantly, that we've got enough room down there so that stuff hangs. We don't intend to use it for wet clothes or anything like that, wet coats. Like I said, we have an ordinary coat rack for that, and we put that in here. So that will sit in here when we're not using the shower or anything like that, which 9 times out of 10 we never do. So that just sits in there. All right, okay, so I'm just going to do just a visual at the moment, but that will sit there. I think I'll probably put it up about that high there, in line with the top of the door frame. I think that's going to work, actually. I've got some double-sided tape somewhere, so what I want to do is I want to put the double-sided tape on the back of this, and then get my spirit level, make sure it's all nice and level, and then I can screw through. But more importantly, what I need to do is I need to try and find a screw that is not going to go right the way through, or if it does, it has like a cover that, when the screws come through here, because I'll put the heads this side, I've got little caps that I can put over the top of it. Not ideal, really isn't. So removing this gasket couldn't be easier. You just literally just get a screwdriver behind it and just lift it up and just pull it out. So hopefully now I can just pull that out, the whole length of that. Go on, keep going. There you go. So what I'll do is I'll take this gasket home. I've got a tape measure at home which I can use. And what I'll do is I'll then take the measurement across here, and then order up the gasket that we need. More importantly, I've just wiped that off, and under the inside of that gasket was all this muck. So because the actual gasket was too short to sit in that rail, it was about 2 inches short either side, maybe less. But because it was, you know, too short, obviously the dirt and the mud and wet and everything was getting behind it. So it's very important to keep that nice and dry. The last thing you want is any damp getting into the Caravan through any means. So we'll get this gasket ordered up straight away. Other than that, the Caravan's looking quite good. She's not damp inside, not at all. Mind you, saying that, my luck lately has been absolutely terrible, so hopefully we'll be all right. I do need to get this Caravan home before we go away for Christmas and give it a damn good clean. I have looked around inside the Caravan and there's no damp in here whatsoever. I will be checking though around the back of the Caravan. But see, with my Caravan, and I don't know about other people, what I do is I actually raise the front of the Caravan up on the jockey wheel so that it's actually leaning to the back, so that any water that sits on the roof runs to the back of the Caravan and then obviously runs down here on both sides. I think it runs down more on the other side. But that's just purely what I do. I do it for that reason, because I don't want any water sitting on the roof, especially around the actual hecky roof lights or any part of the Caravan roof really. We did wax it last year and I've done a good job of that. It took me ages, but I did do a good job of it. So we will make sure that there's no water sitting on the roof before I go. But anyway, I'm going to go and get that double-sided tape and then we'll pick this up later. Right, hello everyone. Now this video which I've been doing, I've now been doing it for 6 weeks. Yeah, we've had so much to do. Like I've said, I think I said it in the first part of this video. We've just had so much to do. We've had different bits and pieces going on in our lives. I'm not going to bore you with it all, but anyway, we're sort of getting there. The things that I was going to do when I started this video was that originally the video was about changing the awning plastic strip that goes all the way around the awning rails, because it's shrunk back. Now, because it's now winter, when I started this video, I started it before we had the massive freeze, snow and everything else. So it wasn't ideal to actually do the 2 awning rail strips. So what we've decided to do is we're going to leave that until the better weather next year, to do this 2 sides, but I'm still going to do the one over the guttering, over the front windows. Now, sorry, I'm just going for it. This is the strip that I've been I've had it for weeks actually. Not been waiting for it, I've had it for weeks. I just haven't had the time to do it. So I want to do that, put that on. I've also now managed to source some little plastic covers which go over the screw caps for the coat rack. Hold on a minute, I've just got to look at the road. Yeah, so we've got a new coat rack going up. What I initially said is that we were going to use it for when our coats were wet in the winter, because we don't necessarily put an awning on. But as per normal, I got it wrong. We're not going to use it for that. We're still going to have the coat rack in the shower, because we don't use the shower if we're on a full facility site. We use the shower block and the toilets. So we're still going to use the coat rack in the shower tray, so it can drip in there, you know, wet coats and everything. So the actual rail that's going to go in the bathroom is for Sarah's nightgown, my nightgown, and that's really going to be about it. Oh, and just to, you know, if you've got an extra towel that needs hanging up, that's what it's going to be for. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do that today. If I can't do it today, I'm sorry, but it'll just be because I've gone again and bought the wrong blinking screws. But I've got all I need to finish that off, hopefully. So we're also going up to the Caravan because I want to make sure that with the big freeze that we've had, now I know that my water pipes in the Caravan are empty, but there's always that residual somewhere in the pipework that could freeze and expand. Now, long time ago, and I can't remember who it was, on YouTube said that, you know, throughout the winter, leave your pipes, you know, your taps open, and your pipes shouldn't, or if they do expand, it hopefully won't, you know, make a, you know, it won't crack the pipes. So I'm hoping that I've remembered to leave the taps open. Probably like a bloody idiot, I've forgotten anyway, but there you go. Okay, so I'm going to do this part first. This is the actual awning, the rail over the top of the front windows. Now, as you can probably remember in the last video, I actually took it off because it was basically just doing no good, and I've just wiped it down and cleaned it, and it all seems to be okay. I've just got to remove this little screw here to take this end cap off, and once I've taken the end cap off, then I can slide the new one in and then cut it to size. So we'll do that first. We'll just take this end cap off. Okay, like a fool again, and I'm so annoyed with myself. I've literally been standing here for about the last 5-10 minutes calling myself all the names under the sun. I've yet again been given, and I say yes, I have been given the wrong seal, awning seal. Now this one, there is no way in God's green earth, and I've not got a tape measure to actually say whether it is or not, but I'm almost positive this isn't the right one. This should be 13 to 14 mil. This isn't. This is about 11 to 12. So I am so annoyed that I can't fit that on to the actual Caravan. So it's another blinking job that I've got to leave for now. The only thing I can do is the original, let me just go back round here, the original seal which I've got here. I can take this home, and this is about 3-4 inches short, where obviously over the years it's shrunk through different weather and everything like that. So I think what I'll do is I will take this home, and I will take it and put it in some hot water, and we will give that a really good soak in hot water, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can actually make it stretch enough so I can put it back in there for this Christmas holiday. I just really don't like the idea of it not being in there, but never mind, we have to move on. The seal wasn't a great deal of money. I mean, it was literally pennies compared to what it could be. That piece of strip that was going to go across the front, I think, was just less than £4, and that was postage and packing. So we'll make it fit for now. You can see what I mean about this not fitting right. It goes in and goes out there. Right, okay, so let's give this a go. Just so I remember to say it now, if you can hear beeping in the background, it's the Caravan over there. I think that their alarm system is either been activated or battery's just dying down, so they can't, it's not getting a decent amount of voltage to it. So anyway, we don't normally use this. I've only bought this up from home. I just want to stick it through the system just to see if the pipes are okay. Right, that's just in there. Right, let me go and turn on the electrics. Now, is it just me, or am I the only one who ever forgets to flip the switches over underneath the front seat where the heater is? Every time I put water into the system, it's all gushing out underneath here. So I have to run back into the Caravan and turn it all back off, and put the switches down so it doesn't all come out across the floor. Now, that's pumping into the system. We'll wait until it's full up, and then we'll go and bleed the system, and just make sure that all the pipes are as they should be without any cracks. Okay, so system's full, or supposedly full. Let's go into the Caravan. Okay, so we'll try the cold side of the system. There's probably air in the system, which there normally is after you've drained it down. That seems to be coming through okay. I have just checked underneath here. This is where our filter is. We have another inline filter and the pipes that come up from the heater tank. So that seems to be coming through okay there. Let me check the toilet, see if that's okay. Okay, so let's just have a look in the bathroom. Okay, cold side. You normally get quite a few bubbles coming out of this one. But yeah, there we go. It's coming through all right. Okay, that seems to be okay. So the only other one to check is our shower, but as you can see, I've actually got it all locked off because we won't be using our shower. I only do that because when we have the coats in here on the stand, and that's the stand we use, ladies and gentlemen, that's just laying up there. It comes in 2 parts. It breaks there just in the middle. That was from, I'm almost positive it was Argos, not Argos, Amazon, sorry, beg your pardon. And it was less than £20, so I'd imagine as things have been lately, it will probably have gone up in price. I would imagine it's probably something like about £22–23 now. But if okay, so there's no leaks under the Caravan. I did hear some water running. I thought, oh my God, I've got a leak, but it's not. It's actually coming from the back there, from the waste pipes. So everything is okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain down the water, and 2 things I'm not going to be able to do today, which is the awning rail, which I'm really, the awning rail above the window, which I am really cheesed off about. The other one as well is the actual rail that I was going to put up, which was for the coats. I think what I'll do is I will take it all with me, and I'll have to do it while we're away. I'm just not in the right frame of mind to do it at the moment. Yeah, it's really starting to bug me because I've been at this now, like I said, for 6 weeks, and I'm just losing the wheel with it all. I really am. But anyway, hopefully it's a bit of a mismatch, but hopefully it makes some sense. So anyway, like I said, from myself and Sarah, we wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. I know it sounds a bit cliche, but that's how we really do. And all the subscribers out there, new and old, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you're out in your caravans over, the holiday period, enjoy yourself as much as you can, because me and Sarah, we are actually going away on the 27th. Today is what's today? Is it the 19th? I think it's the 19th. So we're going away on the 27th until the 3rd of January. So we're down in Devon, or Dorset. Yeah, Dorset. Originally going to Blacknall, but we decided that Wareham Forest Touring Park it's actually quite a bit cheaper. So for the same amount of time. But anyway, like I say, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you very soon in the next one.